Hi, midday. Here are my two bits on parenting. I've become a mom of two now. At this stage in my life, I'm back to nursery rhymes, but I have to tell you, it feels really good. I got onto the business of trying to have a kid, and literally in 3 months we were pregnant, and that's how Veer happened. And this whole thing of have one, adopt one, we always wanted to adopt one. As I said, even before we had talked about it. So 3 years ago, when Veer was about 6, we put our papers in. And like I said, I'd mentioned this to you before, because of our cumulative ages, we were not eligible for a newborn, and nor were we looking for a newborn. We wanted something with a child with a nice age gap, for brother and sister. And so at that point, we were looking to get a toddler, 2 years old, something like that. That's when we applied. We didn't know how long it would take. And cut to 3 years later, a lot has to be said about when it comes to adoption. If you're a childless couple, the resolve is very strong, and the resolve does not die down come what may. But when you have a biological child,
Yeah,
the resolve can go for a little bit of a toss. You can get
yeah, yeah,
busy.
of
I mean,
course.
we put our papers in. We put our papers in, so the intent was there. The follow up also was there, but it was not moving. So we never. It was like, okay, ho raha hai, haan, theek hai. Kab hoga? People would ask us, I don't know. It's our papers are in process. And then something happened to me. It was me. Something happened to me, and this is entirely lockdown related. Something happened to me during the lockdown, and I just felt that we coddle our son, and it's like, no one should leave him alone. He can never be alone. It's either me or Raj. Someone has to be there at all times. And you don't need to do that when you have a sibling. When you have a sibling, even if they're not actively talking to each other or
Yeah,
playing with
yeah,
each other, they have each other.
yeah,
So during the lockdown, I felt this like desire and this intense need. And I just I got onto my follow up with on a warpath. And it was almost as something as simple as there was something in the form which was about removing the three. You are asked to put 3 states, right, that you want your child from, and you have the choice to choose none of the above or anywhere in India. I mean, anywhere, not none of the above, anywhere in India.
yeah.
And when you think that if you're being asked 3 states, you're supposed to tick off 3 states, as opposed to anywhere in India, which apparently would have made my name move up faster on the list. I didn't do that earlier, and I did it now, and I followed up like on the hour, and literally it happened early July. And the way it works is they email you a picture. Raj and I had decided, whatever the picture, we are going to say yes. We're not going to say no basis the picture.
Of course.
And here's the thing: if you say yes and don't take the child, then you go down at the bottom of the list,
Of
and God
course.
knows if
Of
your
course.
name ever comes back.
Of
If
course.
you say if you say no, I think you get 2 more pictures.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Okay.
That's what the system is. So we had decided, we knew the picture was coming any day now.
Yeah.
And and we had said, whatever the picture is, we're going for it.
Yeah.
And so the picture comes on a Monday morning, and the picture came on a Monday morning. It was beginning July and June. I don't know what the exact day was. I know we got her on July 28th, but the day the picture came, we saw this little imp, and it was a picture of her which was taken, I think, and we kind of, the picture that was on the form was so small you
Yeah.
could barely see it.
Yeah.
When we got the picture a little bit later, we realized they put a towel behind her to get some color behind, as a colorful background. So basis that, we said yes, and then we started doing some video calls. And the video calls, children don't like doing video calls. I mean,
Yeah.
now things have changed, and I suppose post Zoom calls and post homeschooling, they've become better at video calls than they were. But we did a fair amount of video calls, and it was just, hi, kaise ho, main theek hu, kya kar rahe ho, kya khaya. You can't do much more of a conversation than that.
How old is she?
She's 4 and a bit, 4 and a half. So after these video calls, lots of video calls happened, and we keep asking, aapka favorite color kya? And you know what happens?
Yeah.
Very often when children are on a video call on a phone, There's a lot of prompting that comes from the sides. Ye bolo, bolo hello mama, bolo hello papa, bolo ye, bolo I'm fine, bolo how are you? So it's not really a very natural conversation.
Yeah.
But the good thing is she got to see our faces. Yeah. So she had a few conversations with us and she got to see our faces. And then, we did like 4 or 5 calls a week till we went and got her. And after 2 weeks, she keeps saying, "Aap kab aa rahe ho? Aap kab aa rahe ho mujhe lene? Aap kab aa rahe ho?" And then finally, when Raj did go, so Raj went to Jabalpur, and 4 a.m. in the morning, he took off from Jabalpur went to Tikamgarh, and we got there around say 10 o'clock, and that's when he met her, and whatever needed to be signed and paperwork needed to be done, he did, and she was like all set to go. She was
So
like, "Chalo."
yeah.
She actually went. She sat on his lap and said all the other. She had everyone in the adoption center had grown to really sort of have a connect with her, but she kept. I mean, she was like ready to leave. She was ready to be out of there. Not a tear was shed. Everybody else started crying and saying bye to her. She just was happy to leave.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.